Since 2001, Humane Borders has been helping to prevent migrant deaths by strategically placing water stations across the Sonoran Desert in southern Arizona. Much of Humane Borders funding comes from a yearly grant provided by Pima County, which covers the bulk of the organization's operating costs, such as maintaining water trucks and repairing vandalized water stations. In the past year, the Pima County Board of Supervisors has implemented a 10% budget cut across the board for numerous services contracted by the county. Volunteers for Humane Borders meet at the First Christian Church on the corner of Speedway and Euclid to discuss what these budget cuts will mean for the nonprofit organization.
Pima County Board of Supervisors passed our contract. We need our contract. I was at the Board of Supervisors meeting and they approved the contract. However, because of the economic situation right now, all of Pima County's contractors, so every time they contract out to somebody, all of those contractors receive 10% cuts. So we did too.
These budget cuts concern volunteers because the annual county funding is their bread and butter to keep operations running.
We don't have any reserves at all. So if something happens to one of the trucks, it's a big expensive repair. It costs about $100 right now to send one truck on one water run. It's about $1,500 a year to maintain one water station. One typical water station, $1,500 a year, thereabouts. So it just means everything's going to be tighter. We can only spend on what we absolutely need to, and if anything breaks, it's kind of like a family that's living paycheck to paycheck. If anything major happens, then you're in trouble.
This is full now, so you got plenty, 220.
According to Doug Roop, Vice President of Humane Borders, the latest county budget cuts have came at the worst possible time as more water stations are needed to accommodate migrant trails east of Nogales.
Getting the sites is the hardest part for us. Getting permission is really the hardest thing. We know where we want them, we know how to get to them, we know how to take care of them, we just can't get permission off them.
As the meeting winds down, volunteers end the session with a 1-minute moment of silence for those who have lost their lives in the Sonoran Desert, while hoping they can prevent more migrant deaths regardless of county budget cuts. Humane Borders blue flags continue to wave in the desert winds, leading dehydrated migrants to salvation. For Border Beat, I'm Austin Counts.